Guys, and welcome to another Game of Thrones review. Today it's going to be on Game of Thrones Season 6, Episode 2, Home. Alright, what I'm going to do here is kind of summarize the video pretty quick. Last time the video got really long, got over 20 minutes I think, or just below 20 minutes actually. So I'm going to try to shorten it up here, kind of give it a quicker summary, go quick, even though a ton happened in this episode and it was pretty good. Kind of just go over the main things that happened. If I leave anything out that you think was really major, then just leave a comment down below. And yeah. So the first thing we have is the Boltons. I think this was first. Well, we have the Boltons and Bolton, the dad Bolton, has a son. His wife and Ramsey's stepmom gives birth to a son. Ramsey is kind of freaked out by this because that's the new heir, since that's his real son, and Ramsey's a bastard. So he reacts quick, and right before this, Bolton goes, "But you're still my firstborn. Thank you, father." And then he stabs him, kills his father, and then goes on to kill his stepmom and his new baby brother. So he is taking control of Winterfell. He says, "I am Bolton," because his stepmom keeps saying, "Where's Bolton? Where's Bolton?" And he says, "I am Bolton." So he's taking control of that situation. And before this, he was talking about invading Castle Black. So I think that's going to come up soon, an invasion of Castle Black. All right, next we have Sansa and Brianna Taft and Reek. Reek decides to leave and go back to the Iron Islands. Then we go to the Iron Islands where Theon's dad, I don't know what his first name is, let's just call him King Greyjoy or whatever, King of the Iron Islands or whatever, Lord of the Iron Islands. He's talking with his daughter. They're losing land. They keep trying to take control of the mainland areas, but they keep losing it. So his daughter's like, "We need to stop taking mainland areas because we can't keep them. We have to take islands and that kind of stuff." He's like, "I'm the king. I'll do what I want." Then he walks out. He's walking across this rickety bridge. For some reason on these islands, they have these swing rope bridges between. He confronts his old brother who has come back. And he tries to kill his brother. And his brother chucks him off the bridge. And he dies. And then you see his daughter. What is her name? Theon's sister. I'm sorry. It's so hard to remember all the names in the show. Sorry. His sister's at the funeral, sends her father off into the ocean, and talks about how her father would have wanted her to be king, but the priest or whatever the guy is of the Iron Islands says that there needs to be a vote, and it doesn't matter what he wanted. That's not part of the rules. So I'm thinking that in this situation we're gonna have the brother. Not sure what his name is. They didn't say his name, so don't get mad at me because I don't know his name. I haven't read the books or anything like that. His brother is obviously gonna fight for the throne, and then we're gonna have the sister, which I should know her name, but I don't, and Theon. I think they're gonna team up and try to take out the brother together, and there's gonna be kind of a strife there going on. All right, then we move on to Tyrion, and he's in Marine. And they're all talking, Grey Worm, Tyrion, all those guys. And they're talking about dragons, and they're like, the dragons need to be let free. The dragons need to find their mother. They're not eating. They're going to die if their mother doesn't come back. Tyrion goes in there kind of because they figured out that dragons are like people. They kind of, and dogs, they find the people they like, and they trust the people that they like. So he goes in there and unchains the dragons. He's scared out of his mind. He's like, "If I ever have an idea like that again, punch me." And yeah, so he frees the dragons, and we're going to have obviously something going with there. I think the dragons might get out, and the dragons might go find Khaleesi maybe, or they're free now. So I was thinking at the beginning of the season, the Sons of the Harpy were going to go in there and try to kill them. But now that they're free, they ain't getting nothing out of them. I don't know if Tyrion's going to let him out of that dungeon place, but if he does, I mean, that's a whole new way to fight him. They might use all three dragons to show power to the Dothraki, kind of attack the Dothraki and save Khaleesi, or Daenerys. I always call her Khaleesi. Save her, then Dothraki will see the power she has, and Dothraki love power. So if they see the power, they're going to join her, and she's going to have a much bigger army, a horde, as they call it, than she had before. All right, and then we go to Castle Black and Jon Snow, who's dead. Sir Alistair comes. He is telling them, "Your time's up. We're coming in." They start breaking down the door, and a giant breaks through, and all the wildlings come. They capture Castle Black. They throw Alistair and Ollie in the dungeons. They kind of reinstate the power to Jon Snow, even though he's dead. They bring Melisandre in. Melisandre tries to bring Jon Snow back. She's questioning her faith right now because what she saw in the fire of Stannis winning the war was false, so she doesn't know what's going on. She thinks the whole gods thing is a joke. She's like, "I don't know if I can do that." And Davos is like, "You can do it. I've seen what you've done." And that was the worst. And so she goes, she tries it, doesn't work. She leaves. Then slowly everyone else in the room leaves, and as soon as everyone leaves, Jon Snow. Done. Episode over. Yeah, so Jon Snow is back. We don't know how back he actually is. Like the other guy who would come back to life from the Lord of Light, he said he'd come back less than he came back the previous time. So Jon Snow might not be the same. I'm assuming he's going to be pretty much the same Jon Snow. Maybe he'll be a little more ruthless and not care as much about people or something like that. But it's going to be the same Jon Snow, I'm pretty sure. Also, a thing I forgot, we get to see Brandon Stark's story. That's the one I forgot. It's not really huge at this point. All we see is a flashback of Winterfell when Ned Stark was a boy, and you see Hodor as a boy, and Benji Stark, and their sister, forgot what her name is, she's been dead the entire time. You see them all around, and Bran's loving it. Then he has to zip back to the real world, and they're still in the Three-Eyed Raven's lair. They've been there for a while, and he's kind of getting trained to be able to go back in time or something weird like that. So that's pretty cool. We have to see how that progresses. Also, we had some Arya stuff where she trains with the stick again, then the faceless man comes, and she gets to go back to the temple of the many-faced god. So, back in the action right there. So, that's pretty much the entire episode. I liked it. It was really interesting, really shocking. The whole Ramsey killing Bolton and his entire family. That was shocking. A lot of stuff happened. Really awesome episode. Exciting, fun. Got to see how everything's going to kind of go. At least you get to make speculation on how you think things are going to go. And there's obviously a bunch of other storylines that we haven't seen yet. Ooh, I forgot that one. Jaime confronts the High Sparrow. That's the one I was trying to think of. I was like, there's one more. Come on. Jaime confronts the High Sparrow, or the High Sparrow confronts Jaime, and we see the mountain go smash some skulls, and yeah, pretty much the High Sparrow says, "I have the will of the people. I'm all powerful. I can do whatever I freaking want." And he says, when you have the people, you can tear down an empire. And so King's Landing is going to get pretty crazy this season, I think. So, yeah. Anyways, the episode was good. I'm going to give it a 9.5 out of 10. I thought it was really good. I thought it was entertaining, epic, interesting, and we get all these things happening, like the shockers and Jon Snow coming back, which is kind of a shocker, but we all knew it was going to happen. So, predictions. Let's talk about, like I said, I think there's so many things you can predict. Let's just say Jon Snow is going to take back control. He's going to kill Sir Alistair. Sir Alistin. There we go. He's going to kill Sir Alistin, I think. Lop his head off. Arya's going to join the Faceless People again.
we're going to see some more Brandon Stark thing, and maybe next episode or the next couple episodes we're going to see him going and seeing White Walkers in his flashbacks, or his, maybe he can like see White Walkers and all this weird stuff. We're going to see some unrest happening in King's Landing. There's going to be some big clashes between the church and the crown. And then Ramsey is going to start building an army, and I think he's going to go and attack Castle Black. Also, we have the Iron Islands, where there's going to be the strife between the Greyjoy brother and the children, and this is going to be a really crazy season. I think we still have Daenerys and all these people that barely got shown, and we're going to see, like I predicted, the Dothraki, I think, are going to join Daenerys in the end. So that's pretty much all I have. If you have any predictions, or if I left anything out, leave it down below, and make sure to like if you like. Make sure to share this video, favorite it, and subscribe so you're updated on future Game of Thrones reviews, Supernatural reviews on Wednesday, and yeah. See you later. Deuces.